Press play.
Learn my lesson. My pride might be my demise. Cause I did so much, but yet I spent so much on designer for her. It should be a crime. Don't wanna mention no names. Damn, they're like family where they coming over. Looking like I go home crying, sliding down the wall, and everybody know it. It ain't her smile, it's me. No, it ain't them hips, it's me. I ain't no sucker for love, you know. Just needed some QT with a QT.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Madicin, man. R&B vibes. Tune in to Courtney Hall's show. Got some vibes coming up.
Thank you, everybody, for watching another episode of the Courtney Hall Show. Listen, this is an episode that you don't want to miss. I have Madicin in the building. How are you doing, Madicin?
Man, I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Listen, I'm sitting here in your studio about to talk to you. I'm doing great.
Yeah.
I'm in heaven right now. Because I feel like you're going to indulge on some things that I feel like your fans need to know about. So I'm excited.
Yeah, absolutely.
Listen, the last time that I spoke to you, you were on my show. That was 2 years ago, about 2 years ago. What's been going on? What's been new?
Well, some great things has happened, of course, life. But my main thing is just accomplishing some really cool things in the past 2 years. You know, working with some cool people.
Yeah.
You know, releasing some cool music.
Yeah.
Collaborating with some cool people.
Yeah.
You know, starting new life, new love, all that good stuff. You know.
And we'll talk about that. We'll definitely talk about that. But first, I want to talk about you working with Kenny Lattimore. You actually produced on his new album.
Yeah.
Talk about that. He shouted you out on the Wendy Williams show with Sherry Shepherd.
Yeah, that was major. That was major for sure. Working with him was really cool.
Yeah.
I learned some new things.
Like what?
Just to be free and creative. You know, your gift is your gift. You know, when you use it, be free. You know, and I apply some of those things alongside of Kenny. You know, with his creative ability, and we came along pretty well in the process and curated a pretty well put together album.
Nice. Kenny Lattimore is a legend.
Oh, absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
what runs through your mind in the studio while you're producing for him? What goes through your mind?
Well, initially, our first session, I believe was 4 or 5 years ago. Of course, I was nervous.
Yeah.
You know.
Of course. It's
absolutely.
Kenny Lattimore.
Yeah, it's Kenny Lattimore. Also, him experiencing high-level producers. You know, who have higher accolades or more accolades than I do.
Yeah.
Or I aspire to have. You know, and knowing the experiences and knowledge that he knows. Yeah. I feel like I didn't have much room to make mistakes.
Gotcha.
You know?
Did he allow you to create freely, or was it kind of like, this is what I want, and then kind of put it together? So did you have to color in the lines, or were you free to do anything that you wanted to do?
I believe it was the best of both. Initially, of course, we were sending records to him, and he came and recorded with us. They were already put together, and then we started to create more records for the next album. So it was more understanding his brand, you know, much better. Understanding his focus, his vision, connecting with his fans, you know, to curate a really good album.
Yeah. So did you watch the interview that he had?
Absolutely, yeah.
How did you feel? He goes on, he's talking about, you know, his new music. He shouts you out. He says, you know, a lot of great things about you. What did you think? What was the first thing that you thought? Did you think, Mama, I made it? Did you think, you know, what was going through your mind?
When I watched the interview, the first thought was, man, make sure you're prepared. You know, I've seen people have an opportunity in general and not be prepared. So I didn't want to fall into that category.
Yeah.
You know, of missing a opportunity. He pretty much set it up perfect for me. So if I'm prepared, everything could go as planned, you know.
Yeah.
And that was the first thought. Of course, that sunk in, and I got back in the studio, you know, staying consistent. You know, he brought my name up in that way because of my gift, you know. So that's what got me here. So it's just sharpening that gift, staying focused,
Yeah.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
just
Right.
staying happy while I'm creating, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you do. You know
Yeah.
what? You're so creative. You produce and create for other people, and you have your own music. But you're creating for Washington, Shauna Songbird. Now, for Washington, I want to get to them because they are so talented. And I remember whenever I seen them on your page, you know, they were cool. They looked really young, but now they're stars.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel?
It feels great. I'm never a person to invest and demand a return when it comes to, you know, my gifts. You know,
Yeah.
I'm always willing to, you know, pay it forward. And
Yeah.
to see them actually applying the information I had alongside other mentors, I'm extremely excited. They're staying consistent. They're getting a lot of great looks. Um, they're great all around, live, in the studio. They're natural stars for real.
Yeah, yeah. Now, what do you say to people that are just like, oh, they might not be ready, or oh, they might not, you know, have this or that? What do you say to the naysayers? What do you say to them? Do you even think about them?
I don't think about them, but if they do have a question or two, it's just like I said, everybody has a gift, you know, and God's gift to us is life, you know what I'm saying, and how we treat that gift is our gift to Him. So
Yes.
you can't really be too judgmental on someone else's gift or their process, you know.
Yeah. No, I think they're great. I think all of them can sing. They're passionate. They're genuine. Hardaway, they're single. Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
you wrote that and produced it.
co-wrote alongside the group, produced musically and or overall, but
It's
it was a collective thing for sure.
it's amazing. It's amazing.
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
talk about the behind the scenes of that. What did you tell them to make them sing like that?
Well, first, the talent was already there. Um, they were aspiring songwriters themselves, so I gave them pointers on how to structure a record. We recorded a couple songs, and they came back with that idea, and we started creating music around the vocals. And I helped, you know, throughout the process, vocal production and some co-writing and the music production, and it came along really well. They had the vocal idea pretty much down, you know. And again, me just being there just to help and assist,
Yeah,
you know, just made the record even more better.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Shauna Songbird, I know off camera you said that's your protege.
Yeah.
Talk about her. She's good. She's
Shauna
amazing.
Songbird, she is really talented. She has a very unique, beautiful tone.
Yeah.
I think her voice is going to carry past her generation for sure.
Yeah.
Just everybody just stay tuned on her. She got some records coming out that's going to be pretty cool. So,
Nice.
you know.
And then you have your own music as well.
Oh, yeah.
Do you like, and I know I asked you this previously, but do you like being behind the scenes or do you like being in front of the scenes?
That's a really good question.
Because I think of you as like Michael Jackson, Berry Gordy. Berry Gordy, he brought to life so many superstars. What you're doing. Michael Jackson, he's an amazing creator. What you're doing. So what do you like most?
Well, as of now, it's a little bit of both.
Okay.
Of course, I started in the studio, well, church originally, but the creative process was in the studio first, and
Gotcha.
I transitioned to live. So being on the production and artist side versus being on the admin side, it all goes together. And since I've experienced being the A&R for Kenny's latest album, and also doing a lot of the admin, it was a very huge task and challenge for me to understand the aspect of that role. I do believe it plays a part. Like I kind of like both now. At first, it was strictly music.
Okay.
I was very biased, but
Okay.
now it's balanced out for sure.
Okay. Okay. Listen, how many times are you in the studio? I'm pretty sure you live in the studio, but do you go home? Do you come here, you know, every once in a while? Like, how many times are you actually in the studio?
Weekly, I say at least 6,
Okay.
5 to 6 times out of the week.
Wow.
5 to 6 days out of the week, I should say.
Wow, 5 to 6 days. Okay. So just remember, if you want to be a musician or anything, you really have to be in the studio because 5 to 6 days out of 7 days, that's almost every day.
Absolutely.
Wow. Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Now listen, I know you have a connection with Raz B as far as musically, you know. What do you think about the outburst that he's had in the media as far as, I won't even get into what's been said, but what do you think about the outburst? And I say that because I do think he's talented. I also think he's hurt. But does he have a chance to come back, or does he need to go sit down somewhere? Talk about that. Will you work with him?
Well, that's a multi-layered question, of course.
It's a loaded question.
You know, the outburst, hey, you know, he was passionate, you know, so he has a gift, so God's gifts doesn't expire.
Okay. But would you work with him?
Yeah, I've worked with him numerous times.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, so he's, like I said, he's pretty talented.
Okay, okay. Yeah. So if somebody had like a outburst like him, or if they're going through something in the media, that doesn't bother you?
Everybody's different.
Okay.
You know, and you can't really judge those type of gestures, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, everybody's different. Everybody's passionate in different ways.
Yeah.
You know, some people express themselves meekly or aggressively, you know. So.
Yeah, I agree. Now, what about Jamaris? I know you two had a working relationship, and I believe y'all still have that working relationship. What about him do you like, did you like, still like? Is he a good, talented artist enough to work with you? What's going on there? Or we don't have to talk about it if you don't want to.
Jamaris is very talented. He has a very unique voice. He knows that for sure.
Yeah.
You know, he's a great artist. I believe he got some more material coming. I haven't heard anything, but I know he's not working. You know.
That's a very political, you know, answer.
It's true.
Okay. Now, as far as the music goes with you, talk about some of the new music.
The new music defines evolution for sure. Interesting, mature, sexy, fun.
Yeah.
I'm very excited. It's going to be, of course, layers. I'm an Aquarius.
Okay.
So shout out to all the air signs, you know.
I don't know about all that. It's all about the Virgos. It's all about the Virgos. But, you know, we'll let y'all make it, I guess.
Yeah. We'll let y'all have y'all little fall season in a little bit.
Oh, my gosh.
But yeah, it's going to be cool. I got some really cool records coming out. I try to keep people tuned in on what I have going on. I've posted some content, you know, had people comment on which records to choose for my next single, you know, a couple cover tunes, you know.
That's good. You're letting your fans kind of choose the records, which not a lot of artists do that. And I feel like that's super smart, because if I'm feeling, or if your fans are feeling R&B and you put out a pop record, then it's kind of like, wait a minute, we want this.
Yeah. The fans definitely make the artist for sure.
Yeah.
You know, so let them choose, and you know, you take that information in at your discretion, you know, and again, curate the best content you can for your fans, you know, with your personality in it.
Yeah.
It should be magical, you know, and then I'll give them a chance to connect with you, you know, better, you know.
At one point, you were posting videos in a bonnet, singing amazingly, and her was shouting you out. I feel like every celebrity or musician was literally like reposting you or shouting you out. Talk about that.
Yes, that was crazy. I woke up to that.
Was it planned? Did you plan it? Like, I'm gonna put on a bonnet and sing?
No, the bonnet is just what I wanted to wear. That bonnet is the leopard. The bonnet is actually my grandmother's bonnet.
Really?
Rest in peace. Rest in peace, Hermia Suter. She, yeah, that was her bonnet, and I have it with me, you know, as one of the honorable things, you know, about her.
Nice.
But those cover tunes, I was one of those artists that didn't want to tag or hashtag anything because I wanted to make it strictly about the music. So waking up, you know, from 300 views to 5,000 views was a huge shock.
Yeah.
At the time, again, I wasn't tagging anybody. I was just posting them and, hey, y'all can do what y'all want to do with them.
Wow.
So, yeah, it went from, like I said, a couple hundred to a couple thousand, and, you know, it peaked at 10,000, and I was shocked. She doesn't follow anybody, so that was another reason I didn't know.
Yeah.
You know, but shout out to some really cool people who believe in my gifts and, you know, want to share it.
Yeah. Speaking about gifts, who would you like to work with? If you could get in the studio and work with your top 5 people, who would that be?
Right now, dead or alive right now?
Let's do dead or alive.
Alrighty, dead or alive. It would have been great to see Marvin Gaye. Working with Marvin Gaye, I believe, would have been very interesting.
Yeah.
Working with, I always wanted to work with Stevie Wonder.
Okay.
Just to understand his process, because he's a, you know, multi-instrumentalist.
Yeah.
Of course, songwriter, record producer. So seeing that process broken down at a legend standpoint and that perspective would be interesting. Vocally, it'd be great to work with Jasmine Sullivan.
Yes.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
she's like a cheat code,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, for sure.
And I can't really think right now. Like, I just really wanted to work with a lot of legends, you know, legends that are gone. Is like, you know, working with groups like Queen, I think would be interesting.
Okay.
I never had a list together.
Okay.
It's just about working with the geniuses, you know, who understand their craft and are just fearless and free. Another artist, Prince, would be a great artist to work with.
Okay.
You know.
Okay. I like it. All legends. All legends. What about Beyonce? Do you think she can sing?
Of course. She's incredible.
Okay.
She's incredible. She you know, she's not the queen for no reason.
That's very true.
You know.
That's very true. Okay, listen. You know what, Madicin? One thing I like about this studio, it's a working studio. Like, people are actually here. Whenever I walked in, I saw people filming a show. I think they're actually filming now. I can actually hear them right now. And that's what I love about this studio. There's a vibe here. There's just a sense of, hey, I'm going to grind. I'm going to work it out. I'm going to be creative. And I just love that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love
it's
that.
an active studio. It's going to be the next Hitsville for sure.
Yes, for sure. It kind of reminds me of Motown. But listen, what do you think about Biden and Kamala Harris? Did you think that they kind of ganked us a little bit into getting into the presidency or winning the presidency? What do you think about that?
Politically, I think it's kind of a cycle type of thing. You know, it's nothing new, just different faces.
Okay.
You know, so politics are politics, you know.
But would politics interfere with music, you doing your music?
Any high level of business involves politics.
Okay.
But those are the politics I like to, you know, be involved with if it comes to that, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's your next move? What is the next thing that you would like to do as an artist, as a producer, as a writer?
My next thing is dropping visuals. I haven't dropped an official solo artist visual, so that's going to be the next release that I'm very excited about. I'll let you hear it after the...
Yeah, I'm ready to. I'm ready to hear it.
Oh, yeah,
for
it's
sure.
gonna be nice.
Yeah, and you got your lady over here. She's beautiful, by the way. Beautiful.
Yeah.
How did you meet her?
Yeah.
How did you bag that? Okay.
You know, yeah, she cool. She cool. She cool. Well, you know, I'm Madicin, man. I know.
He said, I'm Madicin.
And listen, I'm Madicin. I know how to pick them, man. You know, oops. You feel me?
Yeah.
She's a beautiful lady, though. You know.
Was Wetter, your song Wetter, was that about your lady? Or was that just in general?
That song.
That's my favorite song. I love that song.
Was it's just a general physical admiration.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah. I want to go back to Biden just 1 second because I thought I was through. I'm not. No, I feel like him being reelected, I don't know how that's going to be for us. Would you vote for him? Would you tell your fans to vote for him? Because you are in a position where you are mentoring up and coming artists that are going to be out in the world, who are going to be influencing other people that are possibly going to be in politics or running our country. So how would you go about just everything? Do you think that they're for us? It's a multi-layered question again, but I just want to know your thoughts.
Yeah, Biden is cool.
Is he?
Yeah, everybody's cool.
Oh,
Biden is cool. So,
okay.
you know, if you know the people I mentor, I don't involve the political side.
Okay.
So I don't have that rapport with my fans, and
Okay.
I don't have that rapport with some of my proteges.
Okay.
So when it comes to voting, you know, whatever they feel benefits them and their future, I'm 100% for it.
Okay.
I wouldn't tell people who to vote for. You know.
Do you see yourself as a role model though, like as somebody that can influence the younger generation?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. Do you feel responsible for not raising them, but kind of guiding them in the right direction? Or do you feel like, hey, I'm just an artist? Because I've heard that before too. Lil Wayne said that.
Yeah. You know, artists don't like to talk about politics too much, because it's just a field that doesn't cater to music.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But me being a mentor, my job for my mentees is to just show them how to be independent,
Yeah.
how to make their own decisions. You know, how to be self-sufficient, use their own conscience.
Okay.
You know, and build their own spiritual connection and spiritual relationship. You know.
Okay. That's how I know he's so amazing, because I threw a little dagger and he kind of dodged it and came on back. I like it. You're amazing. You're amazing. You're amazing. What can we look forward to?
You can look forward to some cool records.
Yeah.
So just stay tuned and y'all can follow me.
Okay.
Promise you, y'all won't be bored. I guarantee it.
Why were you so private before? Because it almost kind of felt like you just kind of put out music only.
Yeah.
But now you're going to be opening up a little bit more. Was there a reason behind that? Or was it kind of like, I don't want y'all to see my personal life?
Yes, there's a reason.
Okay.
And yes, I was very personal. I still am. I do understand better that branding matters. You know, and everybody makes music.
That's true.
Everybody sings, everybody songwrites. So for my fans to really know that I'm not just an artist or a producer, I have to give them, you know, some insight on who I am as a person, you know.
Yeah.
And connected to branding, you have to make sure that everything around you makes sense. You know, from who you affiliate yourself with, to who you're in love with, to your business partners, to who the parents, you know, that co-parent, you know.
Yeah.
So branding matters.
Now, what other shows do you have coming up? Do you have any shows coming up that we can go and watch?
The next show will be virtual.
Okay.
As of now. You guys stay tuned for that. We'll be filming that pretty soon. And publicly, I'll keep you guys updated on the shows I have. I've been very selective on performing locally, you know, because it's branding is everything. That's all I have to say.
Okay.
Branding is everything.
Okay. Well, before we leave, can you do a little do re mi for us? Can you sing just a little?
Yes, I do the do re mi and you do the follow for you.
Okay, yeah.
You all right?
Okay, yeah.
All right. Do re mi.
Fa sol la ti.
What?
I wasn't ready.
It's
I
okay.
need honey, I need tea. I need it to be at least 85 degrees in here.
I'm not here to argue.
And then
I'm just
everything
saying
else, I can sing though. I really can.
that we forgot the dough. I was waiting. I'm kind of still waiting for it.
You are silly.
You gotta hit the dough. So can we start over and then I can get into the song?
I don't think I can do it though.
Listen, you did everything.
I need, like I said, I need honey. I need
Courtney.
tea. And I know y'all got it back there. I see it over there right now. I need somebody to bring.
Follow through.
I need all your 11,000 people that are in the room right now to bring me some
Do
tea.
re mi.
You're not gonna embarrass me. This is my show. You're not embarrassing me. This is my show. So anyway, we're ready whenever you are.
Okay. It's amazing how you knock me off my feet. Every time you come around me, I get weak. Yeah. Nobody ever made me feel this way. Yeah.
Yes.
You kiss my lips and then you take my breath away. So I wanna know what turns you on. So I can be all that and more. I wanna know what makes you cry. So I can be the only one who makes you smile. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
That's amazing.
Little
Like,
vibe from the legend.
amazing.
Thank you,
The
thank
fact
you.
that you can sing like that on a drop of a dime without, like, what I was saying, tea, honey, peppermints, anything like that. You can just sing and it's beautiful, smooth, amazing.
Thank you so much.
You're a legend.
Thank you. Wow.
You
Thank
are.
you.
I can't even say
I appreciate
that for
it.
a lot of people. But anyway, thank you so much for coming on
Thanks
my
for
show.
having me. Thanks for having me.
Yes. And thank you all for watching another special edition of The Courtney Hall Show.